When the economy started revving back up after COVID lockdowns, Jessica Willette-Nieves was eager to hit the road, applying for work as a delivery driver in San Diego.
Oh, I was ready to start. I had no question in my mind.
But her potential employer hit the brakes when Jessica's third-party background check showed a conviction for drug charges.
What is going on? This is crazy. No way in the world.
Public records confirm the charges belong to someone else with a different name. Jessica says she alerted the background company to fix its mistake. She even reported it to her local courthouse.
It seems like you've taken every correct step possible, and yet this is still on your background check.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
I never knew this type of stuff happens until it happened to me.
In Florida, a similar story. Sean Watson was stunned to see what popped up on his report after applying for a factory job making cinder blocks.
Some burglaries. Never had a burglary charge in my life. Clearly, it wasn't me.
Jessica and Sean now have lawsuits pending, but they're far from the only ones fighting to clear their names. Federal data shows nearly 6,000 consumer complaints in the last 5 years against companies for selling inaccurate information, a potential violation of fair reporting laws. Consumers reported losing jobs, apartments, some even lost government benefits.
Some of these firms are out of control and need to be held accountable when they're breaking the law.
Rohit Chopra says he's been battling bad data for years. During his time leading the FTC, his office fined companies that showed a pattern of problems.
A pretty big uptick in the complaints that we've been getting.
Now head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Chopra says screening companies have grown too reliant on computer algorithms, causing them to miss obvious mistakes.
What are you doing here at this government agency to hold these companies accountable?
One of the first things I did was issue an order to say that this practice called name-only matching was banned.
Enacted in November, consumer advocates say it's too soon to tell if the policy change will improve accuracy, but there are steps you can take to protect your reputation. When applying for an apartment or a job, always ask for your background report. Companies who sell your background check are required to give you a copy and correct mistakes. If they don't, file a complaint with the CFPB or Better Business Bureau. They'll help pressure the company to fix errors.
They called me back and said their mistake and gave me my start date.
Fortunately, Sean's persistence convinced his boss to hold the job while he disputed the discrepancies.
When it affects your livelihood and, your way of living, and you need to make sure you stay on top of it.
Correcting your past to protect your future.
Now, the trade association that represents these background screening companies says they do work diligently to accurately represent the information in their reports, but they pointed out that courts often redact personal information, which can make it tricky to link the criminal charges to the correct person. Hoda?
It's so random. You just imagine like that happening to you. Okay, so let's pretend it does happen to you. How long does it take to get one of these mistakes fixed?
Well, Hoda, generally, these companies have 30 days to investigate and respond to a complaint. But as you just saw in our story with Jessica and Sean, that doesn't always happen, which is why we are seeing more consumers filing these complaints. Do that. File a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau if this happens to you. And also, in some cases, they're filing lawsuits as well. Guys?
That'll get their attention.
Yeah.
Vicky, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.